Hello, everybody. My name's Rick McCutcheon. I'm a Dynamics 365 MVP. And today on Partner Talks, we're talking to Jeff Hunt from SHEA Global. Jeff, introduce yourself and tell us about your company.
Hi, Rick. Thanks for having me today. It's great to see you again. SHEA Global is an ERP partner primarily in Canadian market. We've been operating for 25 years, primarily out of Toronto, but operations globally. We've grown as an organization into countries serving India, UK, US, Canada, and we also have an office in the Philippines. So over the years, serving our customers, gained a global footprint, and roughly 50% of our business is done overseas at the moment. And primarily our focus has been around ERP that in the manufacturing space. We started out with a manufacturing background, and over the years, as we've grown into different areas, covering off retail, significant supply chain practice, as well as project services.
Okay, great. And we're here today because we're talking about a big change at your company. Why don't we talk about what's going on?
Well, just a few days ago, we were acquired by a company called HSO, a large international SI for Microsoft's platform, primarily based in Europe. And over the last number of years, they've expanded into North America, got a significant presence now in the US. On your PartnerTalk a few months ago, you had CRM Dynamics, who's also part of the HSO family, and how we got introduced to HSO actually a few months ago. So we're going to be focusing on growing the Canadian marketplace. Our combined offering in CRM and finance and operations in Canadian market will be our go-to-market strategy.
Okay, fantastic. So this is a big change for your organization. How's this going to affect things like your customers and your employees?
Well, one of the reasons that we worked on this deal with HSO was that a lot of shared cultural values, the approach to customers, as well as the approach that they have within their organization was virtually identical. And in fact, since the acquisition, the HSO team has been just very welcoming to our group. So the cultural fit is just fantastic for both our team as well as the experience that the customers are going to have. This acquisition is really a growth strategy. Over the last 25 years, we've been growing steadily, and now with HSO behind us, we'll be able to grow even much quicker in the Canadian market. So from our employees' point of view, it's really about opportunities to take on new projects, bigger projects, as well as develop in their own career paths. So we're expanding the opportunities for all of our staff really going forward. On a similar note,
how many staff do you have now, Jeff?
We're at 80 people before the acquisition, and we're expecting that to double over the next 18 months.
Oh, wow, fantastic. So you're going to come together with what we knew as CRM Dynamics to form HSO Canada.
That's correct. Yeah, we will be going to market as HSO Canada once the transition takes place. Okay. So for the near term, all the interaction with our customers will remain the same, but over time we'll transition into becoming HSO Canada.
And what Dynamics products are you going to be, or should I say Microsoft products are you going to be focusing on?
Right. So from Microsoft point of view, our focus primarily as SHEA, or as the ERP side of the business, is the finance and operations platform. We do have some customers on Business Central, as well as some GP customers as well. But our growth strategy going forward is going to be finance and operations. Within the HSO Canada, we'll be expanding across all areas of the Microsoft stack. So modern workspace, CE is part of, with CRMD's experience, as well as Azure, Power Platform will all be part of our offerings to customers. And we'll be developing that over industry segments that we operate in, the ones I mentioned a few minutes ago.
So you're going to be part of an 80-person organization moving to HSO, which is how many employees?
HSO globally has 1,400 employees. So in Canada, with CRMD and SHEA, we now make up around 150 employees. That'll grow to in excess of 200 over the next year and a half, and we'll be part of the broader 1,400, 1,500 employees at HSO International.
Well, that's good news, and it's a great story for any Microsoft partner looking at sort of that opportunity to consolidate with another partner and actually build something that is significantly larger and probably has a lot more capability.
Yeah, I think this is a really good story. You were asking about what the impact on customers is, and it's the same thing. I think we're bringing the skills of CRM Dynamics, and we're bringing the skills of the SHEA organization together, so we have a combined offering, while much deeper skills, both in terms of the Microsoft stack, as well as the number of resources we bring to market. So I think for the Canadian market, this is going to be offer a really strong alternative to some of the competitors in the Canadian marketplace.
Okay, Jeff, thanks for spending time with us today on Partner Talks. And I'm sure we'll be back to you in the future to find out what's going on with the new HSO Canada.
Thanks very much, Rick.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye now.